Alright, so the lighting is really bad in here, but that's okay. What we're going to do is go through Pinocchio this time. Pinocchio, a lot longer than Snow White. First off, Pinocchio is a Christian movie. Begins with a star, which is a symbol of God, and I bet you don't believe in God, so that's what Jiminy Cricket is saying. And then he goes on to say, I'll tell you why I believe in God. And the star looks like the star for Jesus in Bethlehem, so that's why I think it's Christian. Once again, it is okay to sneak into someone's house and make yourself at home, especially if you're homeless and wearing worn-out clothes. On a side note, the little cat is so cute. The girl, so cute. In the movie, Jiminy Cricket touched a girl's butt. There is a wood carving that resembles the Queen from Alice in Wonderland in the movie. Talking to inanimate objects is quite normal in this movie, aka all the wooden things in Geppetto's shop. You know, the man talks to him because he's crazy. He loves the little puppet a lot, even way before it becomes a boy, which is kind of weird, but no one really cares. I'm pretty sure he says "little wooden head" in the first song, and listen to it with, you know, the definition of head, getting head. You know, yeah. Listen to it with that in mind, that song. There's a whistling wooden thing and in one of the songs, and Jiminy is looking at it so lovingly. The whistling thing has a mouth open, ready for a little something something, and I think I know what is on Jiminy's mind. Okay to kick cats in this movie and knock them down steps. Lots of hunting and hurting. The wooden things, the little wooden clocks, in them there's a turkey getting his head cut off, a bird getting shot, a kid getting spanked, and a man hitting himself in the head with a hammer. Pretty violent. The fish has a crush on the cat. That's just wrong. It encourages smoking multiple times in the movies, initially with the pipe in Geppetto. Freaking Pinocchio is scary with his eyes open all the time. Geppetto treats his cat like a slave and makes him open a window when he almost kills himself doing so, and also he wants the puppet to be a real boy. What a lonely freak. But hey, he falls asleep fast. You know what? Jiminy gets mad at the clocks ticking and snoring, and at the snoring in the house, but seriously, he doesn't have any right to shout the word quiet, because this isn't his house, and he is very rude saying that. Pinocchio's nose grows, you get it. The little blue fairy, she's a half-wish grantor, only making him half a boy, when Geppetto wishes for a real boy, not half a boy. Also, Geppetto blushes when the fairy makes him the conscious, not Geppetto, Jiminy, sorry. Makes him the conscious because he's looking at her boobs. Watch the movie again, and he's looking straight. Yeah, and then he blushes. Yeah, I wonder why. This movie encourages giving work to unskilled people because Jiminy Cricket doesn't know how to be conscious, and that is proven throughout the movie, and he pretty much sucks at it. I mean, what does whistling have to do with doing good anyways? He tells Pinocchio to whistle when he needs him. Yeah, that doesn't happen in the movie at all. Oh my gosh, Jiminy Cricket broke the freaking violin string, and that violin was not his. Ice cream. And continuing on. Really good ice cream. Staying there making a lot of news while everyone else is sleeping. Singing, whistling. Why is it that Geppetto only wakes up when the pots clang anyways? They're making all this noise. OMG, Geppetto has a gun under his pillow. Disney encourages violence through use of guns. Pucker up and blow is a statement said in this movie. Blow like that. Geppetto's little hat thing goes up, 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 straight, erect. Bestiality is encouraged in this movie. The fish kisses Pinocchio. The movie is definitely Christian. There was a wooden carving of some old guy with a white beard with a halo blowing a torch on top of clouds held up by angels. Christian symbol. It's right there. Encourages kissing up to a teacher. Here's an apple for the teacher. Bring it to your teacher, Pinocchio. They're smoking again. Cigars this time. And also, why doesn't Geppetto walk his kid to school on their first day of school ever? If Geppetto would have been a good dad or a good parent, he would have dropped his son off in front of the school instead of letting Pinocchio walk by himself. Then the fox would have talked to him. The movie tells you don't go to school, be in the theater. It's great to be a celebrity. I mean, I guess it is, but I mean, you don't tell little kids this. Come on. It's okay to be late for work in this movie. Jiminy Cricket, he's late, and guess what? Pinocchio's gone, but, you know, it works out in the end because he finds him. No, it's not okay to be late for work. Also, why does Disney always have a character that can't talk and is retarded? Dumbo, Dopey, Giddy, the cat thing in Pinocchio. Why? Why? Don't follow your conscience is encouraged in this movie because Pinocchio just goes against what his conscience says. This movie says, don't be a snitch. Even when a kid is getting kidnapped. Don't do it. All the girl puppets, they're like very sexual towards Pinocchio. They're fake, but still sexual, lifting up their skirts and singing suggestive lyrics. I cut my strings for you. Could mean a lot of different things. I mean, virginity, gone for a little puppet boy made of wood. Jiminy even gawks at the women. It's okay to gawk. It is okay to quit. But I guess they are right. Actors can pretty much get away with anything. They don't need a conscience. Dang, those animals get good food. The cat gets a lemon seasoned fish and the fish gets a cake. Wow. They make fun of Italian accents in this movie. Constantinople! What is that? Jiminy tries to console Pinocchio by saying it could be worse when they are like in the little box thing in the cage. And how could that be worse? Pinocchio is practically a slave. He's not getting paid. He has to perform in front of these people. He's a slave. I mean, it can't get worse. He's taken from his dad. This is his first day of being alive. It's worse. It could be worse. Another quote: a boy who won't be good may just as well be made of wood. Catch my drift. This movie implies that the honest John and Giddy aren't just kidnappers, but assassins as well, because the guy was going to pay them, and they thought automatically to kill someone. The guy is collecting stupid little boys, and then he whispers. And you know what he is whispering, because they're going to Pleasure Island. Yeah, he wants to pleasure himself with the boys. That's what he's whispering. I'd rather be smart than an actor. I wonder what that's trying to tell the kids. One good message, I guess, kind of poking fun at actors, though. Pleasure Island is full of carefree boys. Kids have nothing to do but play. You know, play. You'd think by the time Pinocchio gets to Pleasure Island, Jiminy Cricket would decide to tell Geppetto what's going on, but nope, he still doesn't want to snitch, which I think is a little sending a bad message to the kids. Look at the way that guy looks at the boys as they get onto Pleasure Island. The big guy, fat guy, I don't know his name. Which is, I mean, just look at the way he's looking at them. It's you know what's on his mind. And also, the Pleasure Island is full of kids destroying everything. Kids smoking everywhere. It's ridiculous. Bad influence on children. Also, a line in the movie that I did not understand: smoking, playing pool. Jiminy comes in and says that as in they're both bad. Playing pool, since when is that bad? Also, Lampy used the 8-ball as a cue ball and hit it in the hole. He loses automatically. You use the white ball to hit the 8-ball, and the 8-ball doesn't go in until the very end. Oh my gosh, the kids are drinking too, not just smoking. They cussed in the movie. They said jackass. That would not be allowed nowadays. Also, why are Pinocchio's ears gray and everyone else is brown? That movie's racist. All the brown people are bad, aka black, while Pinocchio is good and he is gray, aka white. Jimmy puts a rock in his pants to make his you-know-what look bigger as they're going into the ocean. The fish follow Pinocchio like he is their savior, Jesus Christ. When they're in the whale's stomach, what is the goldfish doing? Putting up tombstones? It looks really weird. Just take a look at that. I guess it makes sense that a puppet can breathe underwater, but a cricket, that's pushing it. How is a goldfish surviving in salt water? And on that note, what are these people drinking? They might be able to live without food, but they should have died without water. Pinocchio sure swims good. Where did he learn to swim? He's been alive for a couple days now. Also, if he can breathe underwater, how did he drown and die? And Geppetto is a very distant father, always being surprised when Pinocchio isn't dead, or when Pinocchio is in the fish pen, or when Pinocchio turns out to be alive. I mean, does this guy not pay attention? I would not trust him with a son, but whatever. That's my views on Pinocchio. Watch it again if you want. So yeah, take a look.